Well, hello there YouTubers, it's Meta P here. Just going to make in this first part of the video showing you the item I recently purchased. I don't know what it is yet, but we shall find out. 1 second. Let me tear into the bad boy. So, here we go. Well packaged, whatever it is. Made in China. Oh, it's my new AirPods. Use my teeth again to destroy the packaging. Oh my goodness gracious. And there's another packet. Hopefully this should be the last one. Dun 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 dun. So we have some new AirPods. I thought I'd try these ones because the AirPods that I have don't have the silicone tips. So they're very similar to the Apple ones. I wanted some with silicone tips so that they sit in my ear better. So I'm going to crank these open. These are the Bluedio Hi Hurricane. So that's all the information on the back. Pause if you need to. Oh, they have all Facebook and stuff. Ah. They have WeChat. I think that's WeChat. I don't know. How do you get into... Oh, God. 1 second. I can't get in because of tape. So I have got the tape open. It opens like this. You open the packaging like this. Little flippity. Nice packaging you get. These are quite big. So these are your extra tips for different sizes. This is your USB charge cable. I believe it's USB type C. These don't have touch sensitive touch bits where you touch them. This has buttons instead of touch. So wow. So according to the reviews I've seen, it has 2 lights to tell you 50% and 100% charge. So these are not magnetic. They're quite, wow. Is it me or are they quite large? Look at the size of them. So to automatically get them to pair like any AirPods, you basically just turn the charge case on and then pull them out and they'll start to connect. I don't know nothing about these yet. Don't know how they sound. Don't know how well they work. This is just my first impressions. Yes, USB type C. So this is just my first impressions of unboxing them. I will add to this video. They feel cheap and nasty. So turn them off. They say left and right on there. They are pairing by themselves. The plastic is a very, very cheap plastic. It's not the best of plastics. Oh God, that feels really like Poundland, the dollar store plastic. The case doesn't feel high quality. It feels really cheap plastic. They're not magnetic. They have a little pin that goes in the bottom that slots in to charge them, so they're not magnetic like some of the new ones. And that's what the grills look like. Sorry if not in view of the camera, I do apologize, but that's what the grills look like, and that's what the headphones look like. So once I've done a quick sound test, I will actually give these a proper review. These are quite large compared to my normal AirPods. 1 second. Now comparing these to regular AirPods, I'll take one out. The size difference is ridiculous. Look at the size difference there. So that's regular AirPods. They're shorter. They've got a smooth plastic, a nice shiny glossy plastic, instead of this matte plastic that feels like it's going to snap with the first use. They don't feel high quality. These are the Q8L clone AirPods, copies, fakes, whatever you want to call them, but they're really good. They sound amazing. They do the job. And the only reason I want to try some with silicone tips is because these don't have any silicone tips on them, and they just don't seal very well in your earlobe. So like these should seal better if I get the right size on there, but I will test them. So yeah, this has been Manny P, and we shall be back later with the sound test once the full review once I have finished reviewing them. But I just thought I'd unbox them, and then next part will be my thoughts of these. Hello, I'm back again. So after a quick test of these Bluedio Hurricane headphones, we have come to a conclusion. Well, I've come to a conclusion that they're not very great. They don't fit in my ear very well because of that opening there is not round, it's oval. So because it's not round, it doesn't sit in my ear very well. I've changed the tips, which are very hard to change, to the large ones, and they don't seal very well in my ear. They feel very cheap. Would I recommend them? Probably not. These are not the ones to go for. The ones I would totally recommend is the i11 or the Q8L. These ones are amazing sound quality. They last for ages. You get about 2-3 hours out of them, and they're just easy to pair, and they have a cool changing. Look at that, the LED's changing, and the USB Type-C charging on the back. Come on, there we go. Nope, these Hurricane ones, they're a good design, but apart from them being a bit too large, these are ridiculously large. And apart from being just an oval instead of a round on the output, the speaker output there, they're not the best sound quality. They feel cheap, they feel nasty, they don't do the same job as these, and for some reason these I've connected to my phone. I need to actually turn my Bluetooth off, but I can't do that whilst recording. 1 second. Never mind. So yeah, would I recommend them? Not really. Because of the cheap feeling plastic, the poor design of the A tip, which is not round, like I say, which does affect the fitness. In my particular earlobes, they don't fit very well. They're comfortable, but they don't seal very well. I've got the case on charge at the moment, and that's what it looks like when it's charging. So yeah, there's been Manny P. Hope you've enjoyed this. Just giving you a quick overlook at these Bluedio Hi Hurricanes. Not the ones I would go for. If you're after some AirPods and you wanted the ones with the silicone tips, go for the new AirPods with the silicone tips. They do clones of them, or not these ones, or go for these Q8Ls. So yeah, that's been my intake of the actual ones. I don't know what else to say. They sound good. They're not mega loud. They are quite tinny. I have noticed the highs are very pronounced and very tinny, and a bit ear piercing at times, but they're not too bad. But I probably won't use them again because my favourites are these bad boys. The only problem with these, like I have said in my full review, is they don't seal in my ear because they are quite small. So you do get a lot of sound leakage from them, so you won't hear a lot of bass due to the fact that these ones, like I say, don't seal. So yep, hope you've enjoyed this. It's been Manny P. If you'd like to know anything else about any of these AirPods, then let me know. I thought I'd try these out. They've not been perfect for me. I am sorry to say that they're pretty rubbish ones. In my opinion, I didn't like them, and they feel cheap and nasty. The sound quality isn't the best. The highs and mids are too tinny sounding and horrible sounding. There is a bit of bass, but they don't seal in your ear because it's an oval instead of a round. And the ear tips are very hard to get on and off. Well, they're easy to get off, but to get on, they're really hard to get back on because it's an oval instead of a round. So yeah, if you're looking for AirPods with silicone tips, these ain't the ones to go for. There's probably more out there. I will keep searching for more AirPods to review. This has been Manny P. Hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace. Hello there, YouTubers. Just getting back to this. I thought I'd add a little addition to the video of these Bluedio AirPods. I've just been using them for a while. They are very tinny. You've probably heard everything in the review, but just like to say they lack in bass. Unfortunately, they have no bass. Been trying them out. I can't really use them because the highs are very tinny, and it's quite ear-piercing at times when certain high notes in the song comes into play. They really hurt. So I would give them a 1-star review, to be honest. They do the job, but at lower volumes. If you put it on maximum volume, the highs become too pronounced and too tinny and too much. So that's just been my little review, just to add this little bit to say they're not perfect, they're not great. I totally recommend these ones because the highs are brilliant. They don't hurt your ears. They've got a bit of bass, but you won't get much bass out of the Q8Ls because they don't seal in your ear because of the design. These don't seal in your ear because the speaker output, where the mesh bit is an oval shape instead of a round shape. So they don't sit in your ear very well. They don't seal very well. You need it to be round for it to seal. Because I've got loads of in-ear headphones with silicone tips, and they're round, so they seal better in your ear. Because most human ears are round, not oval shape. The ear lobes on the inside of your ear are normally a round shape, not an oval shape. So that's why they don't fit very well, because of the shape of them. And that's really it. Sorry for the long video. Just had a lot of information. Just been trying them out. Not really too keen on them. Probably will give them away or put them in the drawer and never use them again. My favourites are these, like I say. And that's really been it. Hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll catch you in the next video. Sorry for the poor AirPods. I will try and find some different ones with silicone tips and see what I can come up with, because these are my first silicone tip AirPods, ones with the little tips. These are my first ones I've ever had. I've always tried all the Apple style ones. So yeah, I'll try and get some more in and see if I can find a decent silicone tip ones. Thank you and peace out.